So what I have right here is called the MacRide, and I think this is the single best way to carry your child. And that's coming from someone who owns a cargo bike, has an e-cargo bike on loan right now. But I think for the money, the MacRide is where it's at. Whoa! Hello everybody, welcome to another video. In today's video I will be reviewing the MacRide and sharing my thoughts on it after a few months of use. Like I said in the intro, I think this is the best way for the money to carry a toddler on the bike. Full disclosure, they did not send this product out to me. I bought it, they did offer me, and I did use a discount for it, so take that as you will. So for those unfamiliar, essentially a MacRide is a way to carry a toddler from 2 to 5 years old, depending on weight and size, obviously, on almost any bike. The way that this attaches is pretty simple. It works off a simple headset spacer that you can put on any bike as long as you have room for this headset spacer. The back attaches to any traditional seat post or dropper post. So the MacRide is most known for its off-road capability. I have a nice cargo bike back there, and while I love taking Canyon on cargo bike rides, I simply can't do what the MacRide can do. I primarily use the MacRide on my Surly Karate Monkey, and it is just so much fun to take Canyon on a mountain bike ride. He even is starting to differentiate what kind of riding we're doing and will request a mountain bike ride on the MacRide when he feels like it. The build quality on the MacRide is top notch for what you're paying. This retails at $229, and all the components seem to be rock solid and just really well thought out and made from quality materials. So you will see that there is no bars or anything like that on this. That's because your child, toddler, is supposed to use your bars that you have on your bike as their main way to hold on, but these foot straps are a great addition to the MacRide. Now, note for future users, if you guys plan on getting this, I kind of thought of them as a track bike strap, much like this one, where you slide your foot in. The problem with that is that it really wasn't securing Canyon's feet to the MacRide. He'd slip off a lot. So if you are using the MacRide, you do want to, what I've found to work and keep his feet in there for the whole ride, is open the strap up, put the feet on, and then sort of tighten the strap to whatever tightness you need for your toddler's feet, and that'll secure them well, because it is grippy, but you do have to kind of go over the ball of the foot so that they don't slip out. So why do I think that this product excels over other ways to carry your child? Well, it's $229, and for example, a cargo bike is way more expensive than that. A burly kid trailer is approaching that price point. But for $229, you're essentially getting something that you can put on any one of your bikes. Now, that does come with a couple of exceptions. It will not work on threaded steer tube bikes because the mounting is for a traditional headset spacer that is on your steer tube, the 1 1/8 steer tubes. So it'll work on most modern bicycles as long as you have the space for the spacer. As far as the seat post goes, it'll work on any seat post as long as you have a point to mount it on somewhere along in your seat post. Another thing that I really love about the MacRide is that it's fully adjustable, so you can move bits and pieces to accommodate different sizes. So it's not like you have to get this and then later on get a bigger one. Like these pedal mounts, leg mounts, you can adjust the length, you can adjust the angle, especially when you're moving it from bike to bike. That's important because the angle that you might want your kid's feet at on a mountain bike is very different than, let's say, a gravel bike. That, and well, kids are constantly growing, so it's good to be able to adjust pretty much on the fly what you need to. So I don't want to throw any shade at the competition because there is another brand, Kids Ride Shotgun, that produces similar seats to the MacRide. I haven't tested that out, so I can't really compare the two. I just know I went with the MacRide for one main reason, and that is the seat or saddle. The saddle is concave, so your child will be pretty much firm in place and not sliding in and out. When you're mountain biking, a lot of the times you're going uphill, so you need this back slope to catch your child, and then some of the times you're going downhill, so the front slope will catch it. A regular saddle, like the Kids Ride Shotgun version, in my opinion, wouldn't do as good of a job as this saddle, and that's my main reason for picking MacRide over Kids Ride Shotgun. Again, not gonna say that that one doesn't work. It looks like a great product as well, but the main reason I picked MacRide over that is the saddle. So for the price, you get an awesome product, but there is limitations. First off, your child has to be 2 years old to ride this. Now, I'm sure you could risk it and put a younger child. I know Canyon was riding this before he was technically 2, so 2 is just kind of like a guideline. But what I'm saying is you can't put a car seat or something like that, which you can on a cargo bike or in a Burley. You can't do that with this, obviously. So it has its limitations because you have to wait for the right time for your kid to turn a certain age or reach a certain level of development to be able to ride this. On top of that, the other day when I was mountain biking with Canyon, I realized something that's very crucial. On the cargo bike and even on the e-cargo bike that we are borrowing right now, Canyon can pass out, and most of the time he does. If it's been a big day of activities, he will fall asleep mid-ride. The other day I was getting ready to complete a loop at Palmer Park, and he was almost snoozing. He was very tired on the bike, so I bailed, but I still had to ride 4 miles home. So I had to keep him up the whole time because, well, he has to engage his core to ride this. He has to stay upright and hold the bars to ride this. So that is kind of a downside, but it's obviously just like plan your ride as best as you can and know if your child is giving you signs that they are getting tired and then bail like I did. The last downside that I think this product has is your knee positioning when riding with a kid. You do kind of have to open your knees to ride with your kid. So it's not like you're pedaling like a regular bicycle and you can have your knees as close or as far away from the top tube as you want. Obviously your kid's there, so you have to kind of open your knees. It's really not noticeable for a short ride. So should you get this product? Well, it really depends. Do you want to take your kid out on single track, or are you on a budget and you have a 2-year-old to 5-year-old? I think it's a great option to have a kid experience some single track. Granted, you're gonna wanna slow down because the weight is different, but we still have a lot of fun on it doing the Palmer Park loop, and I know we've had a blast going on a family mountain bike ride, and yeah, just enjoy the day out there on the trails as opposed to on the roads. All right, that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about the MacRide. Would you guys take your kid on one of these things? I know Canyon has a blast. If you're second guessing the safety, this is super solid, and yeah, you can't go wrong with it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh, whoopsie.